No, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds 418. Mets 10:08 p.m. Dixie 7:08 a.m. Ballooney, responding to Lala's request for snippets of Kelball, swept quickly into and out of Kelball's memories and selected a quick few, beginning with the raid on Brentsy's home. From Kelball's perspective, she looked at his assembled civilian cyber team as he said, JJ, Ada, George, Trevor, thank you again for volunteering for this mission, knowing that there's real risk of bodily injury or worse. It says a lot about who you are, your love of country, and your willingness to take risks to keep Australia safe. And that includes Mr. Peter Norden here. While your cyber discovery mission is vital, none of you are disposable. And when I say none of you, that includes Officers Murray, Goff, Pereira, and Partridge. While what's inside this house is vital to the case, it does not have to be retrieved today. Repeat that last for me, please. He paused, and his team repeated, Well, what's inside this house is vital to the case. It does not have to be retrieved today. Kelball continued. The suspect was arrested for flying an armed warship along the coast of Queensland. Furthermore, there will also be charges of attempted murder filed. The suspect is known to be dangerous and volatile. We have extremely reliable intel that this house is monitored by an automatic home security system that is authorized to use lethal force. I'll say that again. The security system in this house has a lethal force program. We were able to gain access to the system's password, and that password did shut down the security system. However, we cannot be certain that there are no automatic overrides that could cause the security system to reboot. While we do need to gather every bit of evidence held within this home, your safety comes first. If you are ordered to withdraw, you will comply immediately and you will follow the instructions of your BPD escort to the letter. I'll say it again. While what's inside this house is vital to the case, it does not have to be retrieved today. The age-old adage, if at first you don't succeed, try again, is 100% accurate concerning our mission. We'll get the evidence we need whether today, tomorrow, or next month. There is zero need to assume greater risk for the sake of expediency. Buy the book is our watchword. The suspect is extremely well connected, and there are powerful people pulling strings, calling in favors, and attempting to intimidate witnesses, prosecutors, and law enforcement to get him released and charges dropped. We must ensure that justice prevails. Forget justice delayed is justice denied. I want this case to be rock solid, which is why Mr. Norden is here with his video camera. Every bit of this will be recorded via the body cam of your accompanying officers, and Norden will likewise be recording separately and independently. I know all of you were briefed on the scope and importance of this case, and that you volunteered anyway. There is no disgrace if the danger I have outlined has dissuaded you. If any of you wish to drop out, please indicate that now. There will be no judgment and no recrimination. Clear? Kelball asked, scanning the 5 civilian faces. Terrific, he said as his team confirmed message received and added, Godspeed, be careful, and be sure to come back with your shield, not on it. Sergeant Goff, he added, saluting the sergeant. Ballooney jumped forward to a scene within the SWAT Mobile Command Center where Kelball spoke with Ada Lovelace of the cyber team working within Brentsy's home. This is the one that I'd love to crack, Ada said, indicating a file. It has direct access to pinned videos, videos to which the user would want immediate access. It's the top one that I'm 99.9% certain has the greatest significance to the suspect. It's pinned to the top and it's labeled. See where it says Gethsemane and has a time and date stamp. The date's the 26th of January, 1998. There are many pinned videos that are named, but they're all arranged by their original dates. Gethsemane is the only one that is pinned to the top rather than simply named and left in chronological order. To me, that screams that your Brentzy suspect wants nearly instant access to it, which implies that either he wishes to view it frequently, wants the ability to scrub it at a moment's notice, or both. I'd love to open it, but I'm concerned there may be a self-destruct subprogram if we go in heavy-handed and inadvertently initiate the scrub feature. Showing intense interest as well as deep concern, Kelball had asked, what if we had backdoor access? Would you feel safe viewing it then? Lovelace answering, well, possibly. It depends on who set up the access and who the end user was. I've met many a cocky lad who was certain of his abilities who was actually mediocre at best. Likewise, I've worked with computers where the owner was extremely savvy and had created safety protocols that were ingenious. May I ask who would be providing this access? Grafton Security Systems installed Brentsy's electronics, Kelbaugh said. We have the names of the 3 technicians and we're in the process of securing warrants for Grafton's contract in the 3 techs. The techs are, Kelbaugh pulled a small notebook from his shirt pocket and said, David Jones, Nishan Chime Even, and Richard Woodcock. Any of those ring a bell? Yes, David Jones does. Goes by Hydra. I've seen some of his work before. Quite competent and decidedly not ethical. I'd start with him as far as the techs go. Excellent. Our plan is to serve warrants on all 3 at the same time as soon as the warrants are ready. We certainly don't want anyone to get alerted in advance. Same for Grafton, though that may prove a bit more difficult concerning a simultaneous sweep. My guess is that if our 3 little hackers are at home, they'll almost certainly be sound asleep. At least I hope so, what with the news coverage. So you're suggesting we hold tight until we speak to at least one of the 3 techs, preferably David Jones? That would be most prudent, Lovelace had confirmed. Switching from sharing events from the past to the present, Bigby asked Lala, would you like more or is that sufficient for the moment? That's enough for now, thank you. Shall we discuss pros and cons of my 2 candidates? That makes sense to me. With whom shall we begin? Let's discuss Sergeant Goff first, shall we? Yes, let's, Z replied.